to be a part of Regions, number one, and all that they do in our state, it's incredible. And then obviously the Children's Alabama Hospital is just one of the best causes that you could be a part of to help benefit. So glad to help represent Auburn today in supporting both of those events.
Do you anticipate you're done in the portal this spring?
I think so. I mean, I don't know that you ever want to. I don't know of a single thing right now that interests us in it, but so I think we are. I think so.
We said at the beginning of the season last year that you guys didn't have enough talent to play poorly and win some of these games in the SEC. Where do you feel like the talent is now, after another portal class compared to last year?
I think that's a great question, and I want to be very clear. I thought it would take 3 full recruiting classes to get an elite roster. We've had 2 top 10 classes in our 2 full years. And so there's reason for optimism that we should be able to compete. Now, having said that, we had chances to win games last year too, and the year before, and we didn't, and I have to own that. You can't run from that, and I've studied it in depthly, and it was, critical downs, turnovers, and really our, kicking game. That really we could have had 4 more wins last year, even with the talent gap. And so you add now more talent to it, hopefully, and better play at certain positions. It gives me reason for even more optimism now. We've got to coach them well, and we've got to be excellent in those critical downs and situations, but there is reason for optimism.
Coach, what did you like from Jordan Crawford that you saw in the spring?
Well, as a freshman, I thought he, stepped in and was not awed by the lights and even though he's a young kid, and so I thought he, did you say Jalen or Jordan?
Jordan.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's going to be a really good inside defensive lineman. I mean, his explosion and strength is just it's rare for a freshman, and he had a great spring.
Are freshmen more fearless than they were maybe 10 years ago?
I think so. I think it comes probably with the new day and age and the exposure that they're getting, and obviously coming in early helps. So it appears that most of them come in with already a confidence and a swagger about them.
What do you anticipate the quarterback competition looking like? I mean, are you still wanting to see Jackson kind of have a stranglehold on that first spot? Now you bring in Ashton. I guess kind of what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I won't. And I said this somewhere here recently. Jackson is the number one. Do I want him to be pushed by Deuce and Ashton every single day? Absolutely. I honestly think we have one of the better quarterback rooms in the SEC. Now, we haven't proven it yet, but I think you stack those 3 guys in there, I think you got an argument that you got 3 pretty good dudes. But do I want Jackson feeling like it's his and him getting that confidence and swagger? Yes. Do I want him looking over his shoulder thinking, dang, Deuce and Ashton had 2 really good practices today? Yes, I want both.
2 more.
Looking at the youth and the linebacker group, what are your biggest expectations for guys like Marcus Riddick and Keelan?
Yeah. And I think Rick, DeMarcus Riddick is going to be special. And Keon, what's up, Charles? How are you? Wore down. I think, I think they are young, but very, very talented. And obviously us landing Caleb in the portal, I think it's going to give us some maturity there too to help. But encouraged with those young guys.
I know there were a lot of guys in the spring that were held out just with minor cleanup stuff. Is there anything lingering into the fall, or do you expect most everybody to be good?
Expect everybody to be good, but another reason why I keep clamoring for 10 OTAs in June, and let's just do individual workouts all through the spring so that you have your team, and I'll keep clamoring for that because our schedule is antiquated and it needs to change, where you got 10 guys that you're counting on that had surgery and they can't be a part of your spring ball. And man, let's just get everybody healthy and do a bunch of walkthroughs and installs without pads, and then give us 10 OTAs in June like the pros do after the portal's over and you have everybody you're going to have.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate you.